another BGCS series game, day 3, where we have Ophiussa versus Solaris Esports. Uh, I am I have my fellow companion with me, Dwarfbot.
Hello, how we doing, everyone? I hope you're well. And just to speak on these two teams, we've got, like Toxo said, Solaris Esports and Ophiussa Esports, an esports off, if you will. Um, Starting off on the Solaris Esports team, we've got Asta as the main GC, with EXO, Helza, and Deco as the champs, and 50 as the sub GC. And then heading over to Ophiussa Esports, we've got Next Fox as the main GC, Latin, FPX, and Bang Da Fun as the champs, with RBZ as the sub GC. Now, considering these teams, Toxo, what are we saying about predictions?
I've heard a lot of hype around Next Fox, so I have to go with Ophiussa Esports. I heard he is a high GC player, 1700 to 1800 range. So just basing off GCs and no other really anything else because I don't know the rest. I'm gonna say Ophiussa. How about yourself, Dwarf?
Um, yeah, last night I went against GCI in a prediction and it went well for me. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna predict Solaris to win, and I'm gonna say a 3-2.
I agree on the 3-2, but the other way around. The Ophiussa. Who do you,
Well, yeah, I
are,
mean, either way, it's going to be, well, hopefully a close match. And I mean, both of the teams won't be hoping for that, but it's going to be all discovered in time as we're getting some players joining up.
uh,
It's taking a while.
considering considering both of the recent games have been best of 3 series, I think we're really hoping. Sorry, 3-0s. I think we're really hoping it's not another 3-0
Hmm.
today. Even though the 3-0s are fun for the teams, it's not. I don't know.
Got to think of the entertainment value. Come on, guys, give us a series. Give us something to talk about. We want storylines. We're not going to get a storyline. Well, we might get storylines if a team gets 3-0 like 3 times in a row and then comes back to win 4 games and make playoffs. That might be a storyline. But either way, give us a game. Come
Give us
on.
our give us our first reverse sweep, please. I think we had the same issue at last season. I think we didn't get one reverse sweep last season. I think
Not to my memory, I don't think.
I think in the BG Cup we did. My team reverse sweep Atlantis because we were playing 3 champs, but
Weird
in the
flex.
actual games, yeah, in the actual games, I believe no one was able to reverse sweep. It was either three. It was always the 3-2 or the 3-1.
Well, hopefully, this team hoping to sort of make their mark in BGCS history, get the first, or whichever team, either get another sweep, or whether we're going to have a series in our hands. You know, I'd like a battle. I don't want every game to be a complete stomping. And not to say all of the matches have been complete stomps, it's just 3-0 after 3-0 so far, which boring.
Yeah, when you look at it at the 3-0 way, you think that team really demolished the other side. But when you look at the games closely, they were 1 to 2 goal difference per games. It's not like one team overly aggressively dominated, apart from that one match where it was 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1.
Yeah,
Yeah, and all the matches yesterday were 2 goal games. Whilst they were dominating, I would say, in terms of possession, in terms of pressure, uh, it wasn't, you know, it was never in doubt for me. Um, so
yeah.
let's hope these two teams sort of ask questions of each other and challenge each other in different ways, make each other adapt.
Yeah, when looking at threes entirely, I think the most important part of the game is playing the midfield. I think getting the right 50s in the midfield will either give you so much pressure, or if you lose it, you're going to get pressured on yourself. What do
Right.
you
Yeah.
what do you think is the important factor here for the threes?
Well, I mean, it's got to be the GC. You need to either. I mean, there are two paradigms, two ways of thinking that a GC can take. You either don't concede, or you score more. I mean, that is Rocket League as a whole.
Yeah,
But if you really think about it, you either support your champ players or your champ players support you.
yeah,
Those are the two sort of main play styles you have to take, because a balanced sort of team doesn't really work. Or at least I haven't seen one like that work yet. Um, because the rotations just aren't there. They're not the same speed as each other, so it falls apart.
yeah,
But if you have one weighed a certain way, you can play into the strengths of whatever GC, whatever champ you have. So, for example, you've got Jeffo, extremely mechanical, extremely fast, and you've got Panic and Kyle to back him up. Not necessarily the most mechanical or fast, but they are very smart, and um, they're able to support Jeffo in a way that, getting demos, getting passes, taking 50s, all of this important little stuff to help support their main player. But the same can go in the opposite way, and I think either of them work.
yeah. I think
Um,
oh, it looks like everybody is ready. Everybody's in the match.
all right,
Um,
well, without further ado, let's get them into the match. Now, the third game being played, and we're only just starting. I mean, it really is just, you know, the start of the season. Every win matters, of course, but you know, you're sort of finding your feet, finding out what sort of play style you want to go with. And starting the kickoff now, Helter with a good win. Sending this one into the corner now. Off the ceiling, tries to get something, doesn't manage anything, but that's a good sort of interesting start there.
Netflix with the
Solaris.
clear. Good 50 by Bang. Bang the fun. Nice 50 again. Even pressure so far. Can he get a goal? No, can't. Gets blocked by Heddle. 50 up, trying to clear it away, and it is. Bang the fun back out to the corner and keeps control. It's honestly interesting to see how these GTs are going to be playing on their playstyle. I think my better route is play more defensive against the champs because they're a little bit more inconsistent. So you can have that backup and don't really get scored on as much, and hopefully they can make pressure and try to do the plays you need them to.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends. Like, if you've got some really defensively minded champs, then there's no point in putting them in the offense because that's
Yeah,
not where they're used to. So why change their playstyle entirely just to sort of go with the quote unquote correct playstyle
yeah.
when there is no correct? Oh, that one's going to float in front of net. That's going to be a miss as well. They're going to be wishing they had that chance again. But the pressure's still there.
Both
You can't
evenly
quite
good
get there.
pressure, both good defense and attack. Nobody really finding big holes in defense as currently it's standing. Double commit by Netflix and his champ. Netflix gives it to the side and is going to follow up. Zero boost can't really do much here and gets demo. Great demo by 50.
Oh, this man 50 again, bit awkward in net. Gonna be taking it away though. Now, with the flick. Oh, he goes low. Pushing out into the corner. 50 there. He's a challenging demon, this one. Be into middle to absolutely no one. Oh, FPS can't get the touch there. That would have been nutty. Bang the fun, trying to keep pressure on him. I do think Solaris has had the majority of pressure, but it's like you said, it's back and forth. You know, both teams bang it towards the opponent, trying to test their goal, and nothing's been conceded yet. So I guess both teams have perfect defense.
Yeah, it's just about these first games. You know, you're finding the way you need to play. You're figuring out your opponent. You're going for the midfield passes. You're playing safe to not concede that first game, so you can keep up the momentum for the rest. And the shot from Netfox almost goes in, saved by V. Another shot in by Bang the Fun gets cleared out by 50. 50 up for the double. Can he read? Netfox with the good clear, and it's gonna get defended out close. Heto with the shot, just
no.
misses. So close, both teams. They're getting goals, slight misses, and good saves. They're just keeping them out from getting that first goal in.
Solaris completely all over the offense, though. They're in the faces of Ophiussa. I'm not sure how long this Ophiussa defense is going to last. I mean, Next Fox putting up an absolute masterclass. There's 3 saves, 5 shots, both playing pressure and defense. Not sure how he's managing that one. Here we go. 50 again into the middle for Helter. Can't quite get a touch on it.
Netfox taking control of the ball, going up the wall, gets beat by 50. Can he get cleared out? It can to the side. Be up for the mid pass, missed touch. Gets cleared by Netfox again. Netfox clears it up, and 50 with the save. Netfox is looking on fire right now. He's taking the right challenges. He's taking the boost when he needs to, and he's having good consistency on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you'd expect off of your main GC, right? You need them to be doing those important things. If they're not, then something's gone wrong. You know, you see 50 doing the exact same thing for Solaris.
Yeah.
5 saves, 3 shots. I mean, both of these GCs are playing exactly how you want them to. It's up to the champs to make that difference in this matchup. So far, completely even match. Maybe a bit in Solaris's favor, but again, all it takes is 1 goal.
Yeah, Solaris seems to have the most pressure right now as we come down to the last 30 seconds of the game. Can we get our first goal, or will this go to overtime? Heddle. V takes over. Trying on the shot, goes backboard, misses for his teammate Howell up, and gets beat by FPX.
Ooh, there it is!
Lovely pass into the middle for Hexfox, and 50 just can't get to it in time. Bad 50, V with just 2 bad 50s in a row. Couldn't get the ball out of the net. As we come down to the last 11 seconds, can they try to get their goal and tie this up?
I really liked what 50 did in that corner there. He just let it a little bit out, didn't know that the opponent was coming in. And that's all it takes. One silly mistake like that, when you have a good idea. I mean, that is brutal. To go down. Although it's still being kept up.
Ophiussa just wants to drop the ball, and they do. Great game 1. Very even. Just one mistake in the corner just leads them to getting the one goal advantage.
It was barely a mistake as well. Like if his teammates were back post there, that's an easy clear. But I think because they rotated front post and then had to turn around, so maybe that's an instructive moment for Solaris, you know, having most of the pressure, I'd say, and sort of Ophiussa having a shot here and there. And then Next Fox, I mean, 7 shots. You got to expect one of them to go in, right?
Yeah, 7 shots, 3 saves, 1 goal. And then for the other GC, 5 saves and 3 shots with no goals. Looking very even for the GC side right now. If the champs can, I guess, cool their nerves, they might be a little bit nervous right now. They can fall into better, more consistency and help their GCs out a little bit more.
As a champ, you got to think, I need to be doing something all the time. Every single choice leads to something happening. It's up to you to decide, okay, do I go back post here so that I can cover all angles, or do I keep on going so that I can get to the ball faster? It's those types of judgments that make the difference between a win and a loss. It's not, you know, can I score this double flip reset backboard shot? It really is the simple stuff.
It's all about the consistency. Just, as you know, I was champ last season, and I had a great performance first game, carrying my team in the final game, and it's really you don't need to carry as the champ. You just need to be there for your team.
Right, here's 15 with a shot. Changed up to the Fennec. I like it. It's a clean preset with the bronze decal. Love it.
I respect the Fennec on the threes. I'm a bigger fan of the Fennec for the threes. You know, you get the better 50s. I feel like, and the softer touches that you need to keep close.
But of course, we all know it's placebo, and we don't actually get better 50s with Fennec. You're just bad with the Octane because of placebo.
Mental's always good. Placebo is always a helping factor. If you're feeling fast or you're feeling consistent with a car, why change it?
Exactly. Oftentimes after a loss, I mean, the stats back it up. You know, I think it's like 55% win rate after switching car.
Just in by Nextbot's defensive mistake on the line.
This is exactly what I said just before the match. You know, one stray shot held a front post instead of back post, and it's awkward for him. It's the difference between winning and losing. So you've just got to think, am I making a good choice? So there's a good bomb for 50. That is huge.
50's feeling it right now with the bomb. You know, he looked at his options. Doozy goes for the shot, but he just goes for the bombs, hits Netflix out of the way, and it's back to 1-1. 350. What can you ask for more from this man?
I'm struggling to think of anything that you could ask more from. Maybe hitting that aerial for one. There's a flick from Bank Fun. Can't get it past. Gonna be centered again and cleared out. This is open if you can get to it. It's just a bit awkward. That is difficult to judge on time, and that's going to sneak on in. Helter threading the needle through the defenders in that one.
Great shot from Helda. Unfortunate miss from V. Maybe it was a fake. Don't know what they're saying at this time. Nextbox just confused on that. He's a bit ahead of back close. Someone needed to be back, and lovely shot to get it through. Again, another good kickoff for Solaris, you know. Good challenge by 50. Ooh. Nextbox, what can he do here? Tries to clear it out, gets it over one. Helta in defense on his own, gets it past another, and just hits it upfield to get the pressure off of them.
There's a pinch attempt there. Can't quite get the shot off. Helta gets it centered, trying to get a block, and that's going to do the job. No one's there to follow up. Just not enough boost there for 50, and that's something that we haven't even spoken about at all, is boost management. You know, who's had the most boost? Nextbox currently with 0. That's not going to be good news for his team.
Great 50 by FPX. Can help to get this in mid. No, he can't. 50 up, trying to pass it back mid. No teammates there with boost. Rotating back on the defensive now. FPX takes it up the wall, trying to get it mid for his teammate, and 50 blocks him out. 50 gets the 50 in the mid to stop the shot. And kind of fix out his teammate here. Alta up for the shot, around one, backboard.
Oh,
lovely shot by V.
Yeah, that'll do the job. Send that one backboard. 2 goal difference now, half the game gone. And we've got GG's in the chat, apparently. They're very confident in this. You know, if this backfires, if they then lose the next match, do they still say GG? Or is it just after every goal that they say GG? I don't know. It's the clear, though.
For Rocket League, you know, having good mental is obviously a huge factor. So maybe they're trying to psych them, get in their head, and hopefully they crumble under the, I guess, little bit of banter they're giving out. Lovely pitch by 50. 50 goes up on the wall again, can't read. Alto back in defense. And great 50. Off to the corner and just cleared out by 50 again. Alto will get it mid, he can't. 50 0 boost, can't really do much here. V up, looking for the solo play. Can he get the 5th dunk? No, he can't. Alto with the shot. Gets blocked by V. So unlucky.
I don't think it was going in anyway. I think Nextbox was there to make the block anyway. Still unfortunate, though. Going to be lofting through the centre and hit over Nextbox, but found the fun trying to keep the pressure. Nextbox now into the corner.
Cleared
Not
by
good
V,
follow
health
yet,
on.
FBX. Oh, can't quite get anything on it, and now Helter out with the clear.
Solaris really looking on the fire this game, you know? They're not really making defensive mistakes apart from that one goal. They're keeping up great pressure, and boost management by the looks of it is pretty even right now. 50 with a 50 in the corner to clear it out. And V turning to get the touch and misses 50 to clean it up. And 50 gets it to mid, he gets put back in the corner by the FPX. That gets me every time.
What else gets me every time?
What?
It looking like it's going to be a 1-1 after this one. And that makes me excited. We could go to game 5.
I'm hoping you're not jinxing this now.
Help. Me too, but 20 seconds, it's not looking likely for Ophiussa to get anything out of this one. They're going to be looking towards the next match. They're thinking, what did we do differently in this one to the last one? Did we play a bit too offensively? Did we not play offensively enough? You know, where are the touches coming from? Where are the balls coming from? Next Fox.
Lovely save by V to shut it down for the momentum. Great 50 by 50. I love that name. And it's just going to get put down by Solaris. That's 1-1 overall, 3-1 game. I think Ophiussa just kept too much on the defense. You know, they didn't really put up more attack, as you can see by stats. They have more saves and less shots. I think they have to go back to putting up their attack instead of sitting in defense. Solaris has figured out the passing, figured out the backboard, you know, finding the slots they need to find. Well, what's your opinion for the game, for the next game?
I don't think Ophiussa were necessarily bad in defense. I just don't think they found a way out of defense, which made the pressure mount even more. It was a lot more manageable in the first game. I think they were sort of thinking about it a lot more, whereas this game they sort of felt a bit lax, and they weren't sort of on top of it the way that they were last match. You know, Next Fox still putting up the numbers, just not as much. And from the champs, you got no shots. I mean,
yeah.
You know, some amount of pressure has to come from the champs. It can't just be the GC. And that's what's so good about this format in this league. It has to come from the champs as well.
You can't just 1v3 and get away with the game all you want. It's really down to play style with your champs and how you're playing as an individual. You know, you have the team plays, but if you're making individual mistakes, you're not going to have fun. The effects with the shot misses. I mean, sorry, wrong team for scoring. My bad. No, they didn't change color. Okay, I'm just stupid.
No, completely fine. Oh,
50 with a miss? What, Fox? No, he couldn't get it in. It's just out.
Well, that's a go next scenario there for Next Fox. Now Helter. Trying to take the ball, not under control though. Just going to go as far as V. He's taking this laterally. Oh, the knock on. Next Fox can't get the good touch, and 50's there to capitalize on the mistake.
Just one accidental touch. I don't think he wanted this here. Netfox tried to clear out to the side. Doesn't really go the way he wants, and Bang the Fun couldn't read it. Great shot by 50 to see the situation that they accidentally put themselves in, and it's just in when they need to.
Well, that is not something that Ophiussa want, but, you know, pray for the bounce back, you know, make it happen. Bang the Fun. Now, off the crossbar, going to be cleared by 50. Going to be lofting around the center, no real challenges coming in. I don't know.
Netfox up, trying to pass mid. Sorry for the cutoff.
You're fine. Helter with the shot though. Bang the Fun can't get the save, and it's 2-0 already. Just over a minute gone, and my goodness.
It's not really looking too good for Ophiussa. They took the first game like they needed, but they couldn't keep up the... It looks like they're not keeping up the momentum so far after losing the second game.
V, where are you, lad? I guess he's back.
Oh, a little DC, I guess. Passing the mid.
He left.
Oh,
he chose to leave. Here we go. 50 out of
Mistake,
defense,
maybe?
I guess. We just continue.
V up with the touch. Past the 50.
Oh,
50 with the shot, and
shot.
it's just in. Bang the fun. Couldn't get back in time. Great pass from V.
Yeah, I think Next Fox is underestimating how much of a sort of not weight, but adjustment it is. You can't take the same challenges as you would with someone the same rank as you. You have to, like I said, adjust and play differently to a point where it does work for your challenge. You know, you have to challenge for them. You can't rely on them to have a read on the game. You have to make it obvious for them how to win.
The passing
Fantastic
play.
shot. Oh my
The three-man
goodness.
passing play held it into 50. Back the Helter with the shot and bang the fun. There's no saving that. Top right corner.
That was filthy. That was filthy, man. And 50, yeah, with the twos coming out. 2, 2, 2, 2. 50 again.
Think he'd have
sideways.
Think he'd have OCD with this average. Unlucky with the double on Helter. V up, trying to keep up the pressure. Bang the accidentally flips the wrong way. Bang the fun, sorry. 50 trying to go for a mid pass. Does get it there. Saved by Net Fox.
It's still there.
It's still in the mid.
There.
No!
Oh my god.
Just their third man playing too safe. V maybe had 0 boost and couldn't really go for it. V in an awkward spot now. 50 takes over, clears it out into mid. V with the 50. And 50 couldn't get the boost there, and Bang the Fun just closed it out. But V is up, and Netflix gets a great clear.
Well, clearing it. Can't quite get it as far as midfield. It's 50 again. Not the greatest touch, and V is right up behind him, and things are starting to slow down maybe a little bit for Solaris. Maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves, building pressure for Ophiussa. So the shot's almost in, gonna be cleared out, and I mean 4-0, man. It's still doable to come back, but they're gonna need something special.
Well, they scored 3 and 1, so they can score 4 in 1 minute 50. I do believe in the comeback on this. They just need to get this pressure. Being in defense is not helping in this situation. With a miss, FPX comes out with the pressure, tries to get the shot off. Netfox up. Can he get the shot? It gets blocked by V and Hettel. Great save by Hettel.
See, this is where you and I disagree. I think them being in defense is good. They just need to know how to get out of defense quickly. Because counterattacks against this Solaris team are going to be like vital, crucial, because they commit so high up. Sure, they do have one last bag, but it's usually one of the champs, which is easier to sort of take advantage of.
Yeah.
So if they can get out of defense fast, you know, get that quick bang onto net, they've got a good chance. You know, I mean, even now with a minute left, it's definitely possible. Next one's got a shot on top left. Here we go. The comeback is on.
55 seconds to get 3 goals. They did it. Solaris did it to them with the 3 goals in the minute. So it's definitely time to get the goal. Hopefully they can get a kickoff goal here and keep up the pressure. I agree with the staying in defense and finding the holes, but as it stands, it's not really working. You are right with the speed. Maybe if they get more speed, they can find more holes, because they are keeping that third man V as their champ. So getting it around the first 2 is very vital there. Great demo in the net, hopefully with a shot, misses, and now they're on defense. V with not such a good touch, and Bang the Fun just makes it go out. Holy, I can't speak.
Well, how about I take it over? We'll bang the fun now into the corner, getting a touch and no real direction on it, no real sort of decision on where they want the ball to go. Next Fox now taking it, and good challenge there for 50, just dispossessing him. On the offense now, lofting over in midfield. 50 with the shot, and that's just going to go top left.
Keeps
just
it in
outside
mid.
of the goal.
And it's down 4-1. Game 3.
Yeah.
Solaris takes it. Currently, Solaris 2-1. You know, Ophiussa, they're down, but they're definitely not out. The way we've seen them play in the first game, if they can play like that in the next 2, highly possible they win this.
you just have to look as far as the stats. You know, you've got shots coming in at 7 for Solaris, 4 being goals, and then you've got Ophiussa with 10 shots and 1 goal. You know, that just speaks to Solaris's defense. You know, you see the 8 saves there. One of them must have gone astray at some point, but 1 save for Ophiussa. We see the mistakes. We see what's happening here. It's just up to Ophiussa to make those changes. You know, you've got to play a bit deeper so that then you can explode out of defense. You can't just be on your opponents at all times. You got to take some sort of momentum with you so that you can make good challenges.
Yeah, well, looking at the first and second game, Ophiussa had so many more saves. This game only 1. Maybe defense lacking a little bit. Maybe taking on a little bit too much pressure. No, if Solaris win this game, it's they take it. So hopefully Ophiussa can bounce back and take this game, and we can have a game 5 on our hand.
Well, game 4, match point for Solaris. They're going to be hoping to shut this one out as soon as possible. V with the whiff, though. Going to be able to recover. That was a bit of an early scare for him. No real meaningful clear coming in. That's a double commit, though. And it's a wide open net. 50 just needs to get it on target.
Double tap by 50.
No!
No,
and it goes
in
anyway. Never punished, I guess.
The missed double tap by 50. You could have just hit it with the shot, and then just both miss on the save, and just a perfect shot by perfect shot by Heddle to get it through both defenders. Then
Helter in the corner, trying to get that pass middle for V, can't quite connect to it. Now 50 gets it past next Fox. Now FPX with a questionable clear. Helter again can't quite get the follow-up. That would have been nice.
V with the clear. That Fox off to the side trying to keep up the pressure. 50 off the wall. All the boost in the world. What can he do with this? V takes over, misses the shot. And Heddle tries to get to mid, but no one mid. V going corner. NetFox has control. Passes FPX 11. And 50 trying to get the back mid for his teammate. Gets blocked by Bandafun. Missed by Heddle. And ooh, great demo. And banged out by inside.
Helter again, trying to build something out of defense. Landing straight on FPX's forehead. V can't quite get the double touch. Helter, vital clear. 50 with the follow-up. Now going again. Can't quite get anything from it. There's a shot on target, and Helter's going to finish that one. Helter with the pelter.
91 kVH. Pelter just... Helter has all the time in the world. There's nobody back. He can't get back in time. Lovely shot. Has to be left as he gets there. 2-0 for Solaris.
I mean, it's looking demanding in this one from Solaris. They are certainly in control. They've got all of the pressure. They're going for another one. Can't quite get the double tap off the backboard. Going to be cleared up by Bang the Fun. Back in by Helter. Pressure building still. I mean, there's no clears at all, really, for Ophiussa. There's no real effort to get the ball to each other. And I think, in my opinion, that's where they're having a massive downfall.
Yeah, just Solaris look... Oh, FPX with a shot blocked by Helter. And 50 get the clear out. It's still mid. Bang the Fun up, trying to get the shot in. Blocked by Helter again. Hot mid for V. V can't touch. 50 with the 50. NetFox trying to take control, trying to leave it for his teammate. What can FPX do here? Just bangs it away for a Bang the Fun. Can't get the touch. Shot by NetFox, and it's in. V couldn't touch the ball. He didn't expect this. Such a tight angle here from NetFox. Heddle couldn't get to it in time. Bangs properly for NetFox. Now we have a 1-2 game with 2 minutes 34 seconds left.
Do not know what 50 was doing in defense there. Just way too ambitious with the squishy save. He knew what angles the ball was coming in at, but he didn't delay it enough. You've got to wait for the first touch to come out from the offense and he didn't, and he was mispositioned because of it. His other teammate being front post as well. There's another shot. What a save that is from Next Fox.
Very critical save as well. They don't want to go down another goal here. They have to keep up pressure. They have to get these right touches. They have 2 minutes to get 1 goal. Very possible. Half the game still. Flick into mid. FPX misses. Netfox tries to get it back. Misses again. Bang the Fun goes up. Netfox with the shot. Can he get it in? Can't. Missed by 50 and it's just straight in. 50 just misses. Couldn't read it properly. And it's 2-2. Just like that.
Next Fox, man. You're so good. You're so good. I'd say it's a battle of GCs. It's not even like Helter's been there every time to close it out, and Next Fox has been clinical. You know, he's had the three shots, but he's made them count.
Yep.
But it's at this point where you've got to start thinking. Both teams have to start taking risks. You have to make something, which means you have to send more players, which means there's more risk involved. But that's just the nature of Rocket League.
Especially for Ophiussa, you know, they're down 1 game, this is match point. They have to take as much risk as possible to get these goals in. Netforce with a shot blocked by V. I really like how V is playing. He's playing very solid third. He's letting his 50 and Helter get the pass plays in when they need to. And he's not really let. But the shot, and what a save by Bang the Fun. Oh, rule 1, it gets broke. Both blue side gets rule 1. Bang the Fun goes up, tries to clear it away. Helter trying to pass it back in mid. And Netfox clears it out again. 50 up, gets it around 2. Bang the Fun awkward, clears it out. Oh, gets touched around Helter.
Bomb's coming in, and Bang the Fun with the shot, and it's just straight at 50. Absolutely no placement there from him. You're wishing he had that shot again.
Next phase pass in mid. Oh, he misses. Nobody's in defense. Can they get it in? They can. 2-3 with 32 seconds. This is not what they needed. He just missed the ball. So unfortunate. Nobody back.
It was a scramble and a half, but they managed to get there. And it's not looking good for Ophiussa. Next Fox needs to come out with something special, go for a mechanical play, create something special. Like I know you can. Show up for the RSC boys. That's going to be floating in front of net though. Again, not starting well. It's sort of just floating in front of the blue net, the Ophiussa net.
And the fun with the 50. Good FPX getting mid. Not really. Netfox with a double. Gets it around, tries to get it around Helter. Helter keeps control and bangs out to the side. V misses. Helter again with the 50. Great 50 from Helter. Banderfoot up. Can he get the shot? He can't, and it's down. That's game. That's Solaris 3-1.
Yeah. And it's not a sweep.
It's not?
It's not a sweep. That's all we asked for. Well, it's not all we asked for, but it's what we got, and I'm happy it happened. You know, Solaris taking it, and that last game extremely close. That could have gone either way. It just took one player to just slam the ball, and it would have gone in. You know, but incredibly well played by both teams. And, you know, I think they're both a force to be reckoned with. I don't think any team is going to be sleeping on them now. You know, you've seen the GCs now. I think Asta is the main GC for Solaris, and they still win with 50. So whichever GC turns up here, you've got to be scared.
By the looks of it, of how their GC was playing in that match, I think he should be the main. He's playing how he needs to play. He is passing to his teammates. He is getting the crucial saves he needs to get, and they're just playing well as a team. Nobody's outperforming another player on their team. They're all playing well together. And I think that's what Ophiussa missed. They couldn't get the proper passes. They got the saves, but there was a scramble in defense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've seen Asta play it, so it's hard to make a call on who should or shouldn't be on the team yet. You know, it's so early in the season, it's hard to tell. The teams are going to be trying different things in scrims, doing different things in matches. So it's all up to who can handle the pressure on game day, who's going to fit best in the team cohesively in terms of play style, all of that. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams maybe evolve, change their roster up a little bit, play their subs at certain strategic points. But yeah, I mean, what a series that was from Ophiussa and Solaris. Uh, do we have a game on tomorrow, or I know we've got two on for Friday, so either
We
way, we've got games soon.
we
Um,
do have one tomorrow. One sec, I can try to pull it up for you, and I can tell you who. There you go, Fearless 5 Miracle tomorrow. Uh, very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that match. How about yourself, Dwarf?
yeah, I mean, uh, I think there is a favorite. I don't think many people would disagree, but Fearless and Miracle, two returning franchise, well, not franchises, teams, um, with slight differences. You know, you've got well, maybe less so for Fearless, but with Miracle Hexos becoming the main roster GC instead of Bale, who's gone to Complex.
Yeah,
And
big up Bale.
yeah, so it would be interesting to see how Hexos plays. We saw him a bit last season. He played very decently. Um, so yeah, maybe he's improved a lot since then. Who knows? Either way, it should be a very good match. 8 p.m. BST tomorrow. Don't miss it. Make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you're following the stream, and we'll see you guys next time.